You ready?
I think we're ready. Want to go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, we are live. Episode 1 of the Sorry We're Dabbing podcast. I'm Cameron.
I'm Dewey.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Tiger. What up?
And this is a podcast for anything headies, anything hash, anything in between. Place for us to talk about what's going on in our community.
Yep. You probably hear a torch in the background. Sorry, we're dabbing.
Yep,
happens.
My bad.
That's Dewey torching up his 30 mil banger.
Big boy.
Dewey. Why do you have such a small banger for?
I like big bangers, man. I don't know. Even for smaller dabs, I find that bigger bangers, there's more room for the oil to dance around. You drink less. But I've definitely been getting more into slurpers lately, so that's kind of contradictory. But
I don't know,
bangers,
man.
I love 30
You're basically
mils.
saying you like surface area, and seems like Slurper's got a lot of surface area.
Touche, salesman.
So how's everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing blessed,
Great.
bro.
I'm craving
it's a
a
nice
dab.
Sunday. My Niners got blown out today, so yeah, not too excited about that. But just got Christian McCaffrey, so kind of excited about that.
Nice. I know absolutely nothing about that, but shout out to the football guys out there, the sports maniacs.
Go Sports.
Oh,
Go Sports.
The UFC 280 was yesterday. That was nuts. I watched a bit of that.
Nice. What was your favorite fight?
I liked the Oliveira fight. Unfortunately, Oliveira lost, but he put up a good fight. Oliveira is just such a nice guy. I don't know. It's hard to see him lose, but like he's noble about it. So what can you do? I forgot a dabber, man. I'm using the back of a Q-tip.
Oh, geez. Well, I'll grab you
no,
one.
you're good. I'm good.
I
don't have time now.
I know you like little dabbers, so I got the titanium one off my turbometer here.
I've gone in with a piece of wood already. I've sealed my fate.
And speaking of turbometer, you just picked up the new one.
Yeah, the
right?
IR. I'm gonna try it out today. I wanted something portable. What's the feedback on these guys?
Johnny
Yeah,
got
I
one
got
not
one.
long
I like
ago.
it a lot. No, zero complaints. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
works as intended.
Dope. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Just wanted something to, just having a little hash kit. I've got my, I got a little Puffco hot knife and all that. It's just want to keep it nice and efficient. It's not, I guess I'm just not one of those guys that wants to travel with the dab right or my octave. It's a hassle.
No, that thing's perfect for travel for sure. Just put it in your pocket.
I mean, I traveled with my dab right today, and it's like the case that I bring is definitely taking up a lot more space than a turbometer.
The turbometer would, yeah.
Yeah, I figured it would just be, a nice little setup here. I'm gonna try one out. I mean, I really just focused in on the octave, just because really it's all I've had. I've had great results with it, so I haven't really veered outside of it. Heard lots of good things about the dab rate. Turbometer, no one's really said anything bad except for the fact that you have to
No, they're all
Yeah.
good devices for sure.
Johnny's used the surface turbometer for
I stuck
since it
with
came
the
out.
OG
almost.
turbometer until the new one came out, and those have been my only temp devices.
Dope.
Yeah.
Skip the dab right.
Well, whatever one you're using, they definitely work. I find them to be huge help for dialing in perfect dabs.
I remember when Johnny got his, we used it side by each with the dab right, and they're
Yeah,
identical.
they're
it's like a
within a
digit,
degree or
digit
so.
off, if that, you know.
Let's
No,
try her out.
definitely. So, what rig did you bring today?
I brought my Gore Climax. It's pomegranate with crushed, I believe it's Dicro, just because it's got the crushed opal all the way through. I believe this was one of Gore's biggest, I think it was the most Dicro he's done on a piece, which is why I got it. It was kind of an experimental, but I absolutely love the color.
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
Shout out Gore, that's what I'm.
Shout out
that's what I
Gore. He
just
was
hit, too.
actually here at the Squish House today. If you don't know, actually, if you're listening, we are below the Squish House right now, which is an artisan glass shop. Focus on Canadian headies. I'm going to take a dab, so sorry I'm dabbing.
So Cam's just about to take a dab here, and we're in the Squisha basement, so yeah, just
Shout out Squisha House.
Yeah.
Obviously, we love that place.
Yep,
Hell
there's
yeah.
there's a mini Squisha house on the wall here, which is actually dope because we actually miss the store that much all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we need a mini version to keep us.
And even when
company.
people
Yeah,
come to
just-
my
Grime Time did that.
Grime City.
Grime
Grime
City.
City,
Dope.
Thanks again to Grime City.
listen to too much metal music, man. Yeah, but even people when they walk into my crib, they're like, "Damn, this kind of looks like Squisha House." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know." I'm into the same stuff. That's why I love this place.
Yeah, Gore was here earlier today. He was actually going to be our first guest. Probably still will be our first guest. We think he's going to come next week. But yeah, we got the room set up finally, so we thought we would have a in-house pod.
What did
Just
he
kinda-
drop off?
He dropped off a
Couple tubes.
couple tubes.
Your
Presents
present.
for me. Yeah, I actually saw my Christmas present early, so I was
think that was
gonna
it. 3
I was
tubes
gonna
and a
pull that
present.
out this episode, but I'll wait till
Christmas.
we
Yeah.
have him here. No, I'm gonna wait till he
Gore's
comes.
here.
Yeah,
and
you're
then-
not gonna wait till Christmas.
No, I'm not
You gotta
waiting
hit
that long. Now that I know it's mine, I'm not
You
waiting
gotta
that
hit
long.
motherfucker.
But what do you got there, Johnny?
Well, I got my first ever heady rig purchased from Squisha before I was an employee. It's a Clark's recycler. Got wigwag, some UV. It's a great piece.
We love
complain.
purple.
Yeah. Actually, Clark's was here yesterday.
Yeah, I met
dropped
Clark's.
off
That
a
was
few
cool.
pieces, so
Yeah.
we'll have to ask him to come on the pod at some point. I'm sure he'd like to drop by.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's exactly what I expected.
What you would expect, yeah. Definitely. Super great guy.
From what you guys told me, man, I
Awesome
was
artist,
Like,
like-
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
Very talented.
First 4 rigs are all from Clark, so obviously, yeah,
He's one of
Quite a
your
fan,
He's
yeah.
your fave, yeah.
Dope.
You have a Gore?
Yeah, and Gore actually was here today and he signed it for me.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
yeah, that's
that was
perfect.
cool.
You got that way back,
Yeah.
way back.
And he was even saying, he's like, I signed the AP part. And I was like, there's AP on this? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you can
There
see
is
it.
AP on this. I was like,
I know. How long have you had that rig? You never even noticed.
Oh, man, I actually don't know. If
2+
it was
years
it
for
was
sure.
when I was
3
into
years.
orange, and I'm like heavy into blue now, and I honestly forget when I was into orange. So it has to be
It's been a while.
2+ years. Yeah.
And I've got the Rob Biglin. This one's the Carmeline and Lime Drop, I believe.
looks like lime drop. Yeah.
Yeah, he was here not too long ago.
Watermelon.
I say that, but it was probably about a month ago or so. And we just got a new drop in the shop from him.
Again.
The Pump and Dumps.
That's from a drop ago.
Dumb.
yeah. This is one of the headies from the drop
You
previous.
let that sit on the shelf for a minute?
I let people have a chance at it. Yeah. I didn't take it day one. I wanted it day one. But when it lasted a couple days, I thought, you know what? I haven't
You needed some
spoiled
watermelon.
myself in a while, so why not? And I love it. No, honestly, amazing rig. One of my favorites for sure. Yeah.
That's
Treat
this is one of
yourself.
my
Don't cheat
favorites.
yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Sorry, it was a bit dab. It sounded really.
So what do you
weird.
think? What
Yeah,
do you
what-
think of the
Oh, that was a beautiful dab.
What was the temp?
5. I set it at 5. I dropped it at 525, and it instantly went down to 510. So perfect.
awesome?
Nice.
Oh, that's great. What are you dabbing on right now?
Yeah. The Hermit Wood?
Got some blue cake
Oh.
from one of my buddies out east. I believe Nova Scotia. I got some Turple that I squished out a little while ago, and some Grease Bucket that I've been kind of hoarding just because I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so good.
What are you about to dab on there, Johnny?
Some Triangle Kush, Triangle Mints from Hermit Wood.
Hermit Wood?
If you can hear that, I moved my mic up.
Sit.
the way.
Triangle Kush.
I got a bit of the Hermit Wood too. I got Black Water and some Granddaddy Perps. And then I got a little mix from the hash register. I got the Glookies, Banana Runts, and the registered pink.
Dope.
Yeah, I'm liking the Glookies a lot for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I had some of that. I went right through it.
Yeah, you got
I
an
got a little
arraignment
bit
there.
here. I don't know.
Dewey's
I brought some for
very-
everyone.
You guys can't see him right now, but he's very orange.
Definitely.
The theme of the day here seems to be
Yeah, man.
Fanta and
I got
orange.
some
He's good.
Fanta hash and Fanta. I'm sipping some Fanta.
Sip,
yeah.
yep. And
Yeah,
you got
he's
your
got-
torch is orange.
Rig matches it.
Yep, and the cap.
I got 2.
The Halloween theme.
I got a few. Yeah. Happy Halloween.
So what's everyone saying for Halloween? Any ideas?
I think I'm just gonna be partying at the studio. To be honest, we've got like a couple days before, we've got I think on the Saturday we've got a little event going on. One of the homies is throwing a little anime kind of I guess it's a cosplay party, but it works out perfect because we're on Christmas.
Hey, almost. Not yet,
right?
Yeah.
See
Ahead of
here, we're
yourself.
just starting to see decorations go, which is
Oh
fucking wild.
no,
bro.
that's been out.
Yeah.
As soon as October hit,
Yeah,
I've been
it's-
seeing
yeah, it's
Christmas
crazy.
decorations.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Lady on my street has them.
Oh, she got them out
What about
already.
you?
Big- on a
What
big
do you
tree.
what are you saying for Halloween there?
I have nothing planned, man. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, kind of the
okay.
same here. I know for the shop we have a pumpkin carving contest going.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Johnny's taking a dab here.
Oh shit.
I'll put the mic
That's
closer so
massive.
you can hear action here.
That's a huge glob.
Sounds like glass in a blender.
Okay, we're smoked out here now.
It got super cloudy all of a sudden.
Damn.
Damn, John.
And on a side note, I would like to say that slurper functions very well.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's the new. So you're using that SC pillar, right?
No SE pillar in here. This is a
It's a full
Victory
circle.
Glassworks slurper, but I have a full circle quartz rod in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice,
It's
nice.
like the perfect fitment.
It is. It's actually amazing
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah,
So
that's
good.
really nice. I might have to get one of those, brother.
Oh yeah.
I did get the SE pillar. I'm
Yeah.
definitely finding it's worth it for sure. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Those are killer. I got the 30 mil long one, the big boy.
Mhm.
That pillar makes a big difference. Even compared to this one, I thought this pillar made a big difference. Those SE pillars, massive difference for sure.
Take a pic.
Yeah, I just picked up the control tower combo. I got that hopefully coming in. This
Oh yeah,
week.
you got
Yeah.
the whole tower. I just got
I'm
the
really
pillar.
looking forward to that. I heard it's literally the most efficient, just banger ever made.
Like I say, the pillar made a big difference in my dabs.
The videos I'm seeing, the reviews, just everyone. Not a lot of bad things to say about it.
That's the pillar right there.
Yeah, like even just anytime I watch anyone taking a dab like on live or something, like it seems
Can I see
like
it?
to be pretty much on par with the videos. Like it just looks like wiped film. It doesn't look like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a nice
Yeah.
thick
Yeah,
gold
it's just-
coating.
yeah,
it's not
it's just
dark
like there's
charred
no-
oil.
I'm
charring
feeling
or
the
nothing.
SE pillar, and this thing has the weirdest texture to it.
It feels slippery almost.
No,
Yeah.
it's weird.
it's supposed to be more
Feel the
surface
grain.
area.
it
It's
feels
the
like
same as
it's
the
like slippery but grippy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like weird.
it's the same as the SE banger, the gavel.
like-
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all sides, even the top and bottom.
Yeah, the top and bottom are
Yeah,
enhanced
man.
too, which is very cool.
I thought
Nice-
honestly it
nice
was.
attention
No,
to
I
detail.
think it's worth it. For
I thought it was. It looked gimmicky because like it does look gimmicky right off at face value, but it's not.
The science is there.
Yeah.
The science is there, and honestly, I hate to say it, but Highly Educated is probably one of the best nail companies out there. They push
Yeah.
it every single time. They've
They're the
always been
first
around.
with the opaque. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure.
believe so.
It was the first with the opaques. I've clearly got one right here, but or opaquely got one right here. I pretty much just stick to them. I've really liked them since the
I'm gonna crack it with a
so
dabber, though.
back in the
Yeah,
email
that's
days,
good.
I used
Do
to
that
get
one.
the Highly
Yeah,
Educated nails
Crack it
because
with
they
a
had the
dabber.
quartz dish on top.
Yeah, those
So
are
you
killer.
could just throw your, you just have your coil underneath. It was a flat coil, so you'd have a quartz dish on top, so you're still dabbing off of a nice surface and whatever. It wasn't completely quartz, but I mean, at
Still
the
a
time,
good setup.
yeah, it was a good setup.
for the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So I started with that, and then they were like one of the only ones that were actually using quartz.
I remember when I first got into dabbing, I was like, oh, I saw the Highly Educated nails, and I was like, I'm saving up for one of those, and I did. I saved up and I got one.
I remember I never ended up getting a titanium nail. I moved on to the dish, or like the quartz dish. So
Oh,
I guess
I
it was a titanium quartz hybrid or whatever. You had one too.
I had
yeah.
one of those too.
Yeah.
Way back when
Yeah.
I was younger, I
But
dabbed off.
I think the
titanium.
first thing I ever got from them was a carb cap. Yeah, the carb cap
Oh,
with
yeah.
the titanium ones with the little like
the
dabber
whole
on
on.
top.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
little
yeah.
dabber
yeah.
on
It's like
top.
a
But you got that
umbrella that got
before
blown in
the
wind.
nail. You never had the highly.
No,
educated?
I never had a real highly educated. I had a bootleg one, and then I had just a dish, and then it broke, and then I couldn't find the dish anymore, so I just ended up buying the whole nail. That's how I got the dish.
yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. And then after that, I never really looked back because it was perfect. It never broke, nothing. Still have it to this day.
Yeah. No, they've been in the game. Definitely.
Yep, I remember. Yeah, like even seeing back in the domed era nails day. The
Yeah.
domed era
Oh,
days.
yeah.
Yeah,
Way back.
so like they were like the top dogs back then. From what I remember, like just around, just hearing word on street. I mean, I wasn't the most headiest guy back then or any of that.
But Highly
yeah,
Educated's been around for
so
quite a
good.
while.
I mean, the dabbers, like it was like the go-to. It was like the only way you could assure that you were getting like titanium.
Titanium.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Well, so then I guess since we're reminiscing, what got you into dabbing?
You did.
I guess I knew that. That was a loaded question.
Yeah. You did, man. You want to tell a story? It's actually a pretty dope story.
Well, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll start it. So I remember we had been talking for a while about music.
Yeah.
More music related stuff, even like in the MySpace days. So that was way back. Yeah, if you don't know what MySpace is, that can be a whole other podcast, I guess. But anyway, I remember we were talking and you asked me about it, and
Canadian
at the time
dabs.
You opened it?
we were making it, right?
Yep.
So I came through and I remember at first you made me smoke a joint. I don't know why, but
Yep.
but yeah, I guess to make sure I was cool or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to because I was fresh into dabbing and I was like, I don't need to smoke joints ever again. Like, there's no need. I just smoke dabs now.
I feel
right?
that.
So I remember we smoked, I must have brought a rig or whatever. And but then you got one not long after, because I remember I didn't really care. I had whatever kind of rig at the time. Nice glass
so
or something.
I remember
but-
you gave me a gram that day of shatter, and I had no way to consume it really. So I tried like some bootleg, like basically freebasing crackhead type shit look like, but realistically it wasn't. So
Hot
I
knife?
it was like a hot knife, right? So
Yeah.
what I did was I just broke off a piece, put it on a dabber, and then put it over. You know those electric lighters, the ones that look like the ones that you plug into your car, the car lighter ones.
Okay.
They were basically like USB powered.
Yeah.
But the new ones are
Irvine.
the
Like
new
an
ones have like
Irvine
that little
kinda.
plasma arc or whatever. But the
Yeah.
old ones used to just look like a flat coil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I basically just used one of those because I were like, yeah. So I just held it over
almost like
as
a
my
hot
heating
knife
source.
or-
Yeah, and just took the hoot that way. And I was getting wrecked. It was dope, but I was like, there's a better way, obviously. So
Yeah.
got a rig like the next day. Got a couple things. Thought I was set. So I hit up Cam. I was like, yo, I need like another gram. Can you hook me up, bro? And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. He's like, did you get a rig? I was like, yeah, I got one. He's like, did you get a torch? I was like, yeah, I got like this jet lighter and stuff. It should be good. Like I got a nail, a domeless nail and shit. I was all hyped about it. And
Jet later.
Cam's like, did you get a carb cap? I'm like, what's a carb cap? He's like, I'll bring you a carb cap. Your lighter's not good enough. I'll bring you a torch too tomorrow. So yeah, I brought it through, showed us how to dab, and yo, it was grade 9 high all over again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
first dab.
Oh yeah.
Remember your first dab?
Specifically, like out of a
Or
rig.
one
No,
of
I
the
don't know.
first. It doesn't have to be specific, but
I don't remember my first dab, but I remember I had like homies who made shatter and stuff in their garage.
yeah.
And then I would have like a male piece with like a glass nail, and then I would like dab it as soon as I could, like because it would cool down so fast. And yeah, then I pretty much stopped because it was just like so harsh and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I got back into it once I like got into social media and all that, figured out what it was. I don't know. And then I went to Squish a House, bought me it wasn't a Clark's, it was a green belt.
Yeah, I remember that.
Clear
Recycler.
green belt.
Yeah.
And that was the bug. And then I just came back and just wanted color
Yeah.
more and more.
Well, no, once that's a whole other combo too, right? Like the glass. Because when we started, I appreciated it when I went into stores, but I didn't have like a full understanding, you know.
Oh, yeah,
Kind of
of
like
course.
your average person just, whoa, like, why is this so much? But you know it's art, but
Yeah.
you don't quite get it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
And,
like, why is this
so
one so
much
much? Why is this one
bullshit.
so little?
Right? And so, and nobody like would tell me, like when I'm in the
Yeah.
shop, you'd almost like
You feel bad asking. Almost.
feel bad asking,
Yeah.
right? Exactly. So You just grab whatever the guy suggests at the whatever like best setup. So, but I remember you had a sherbet pencil or something early on.
Yeah, I started getting like just random like accessories. I got like a sharp pencil. I had an observer, like that same, because I didn't have a carb cap. You brought me one, so eventually you did ask for it back, so I didn't give back. I actually got an Observer G before he was Observer G. I think he was still in school at the time.
Yeah.
But homie from Borrowheads hooked me up with a carb cap.
Nice.
So that was like my first introduction to like Observer G as well. So yeah, just started getting accessories. I got this piece that was supposedly. I don't remember if you remember Domer, and he used to do the doubles. The really small ones.
Yeah.
Domer doubles. Those were like his, I would say those were like his, the pieces he was known for the most. But shout out to Domer, US artist. But it was apparently one of his early pieces. And I had literally sent it to him as a DM on IG. And he was just like, oh shit, like I haven't seen that in a while type thing. But didn't really reply beyond that, right? So it wasn't like I knew him or anything like that. It just kind of hit me up. Mm-hmm. So it might have been verified or whatever. But yeah, that was like my first like official piece. But it literally had like, it was completely clear. It just had like one line of color on it. It was just like a band of like, it was an accent. And I was just like, yo, that's cool. But like, I want something better.
That was the green belt.
Yeah. We were just like going to all these sessions, I remember, and just seeing like this is like heyday mothership. So like everybody's that was like out. Trap boys were like really pulling out those like 10K, 15K, like super worked like ships. And I was just blown away at them, but like how dope they worked, and like the function was on point too. So, you know, as much as it was all about like, you know, how cool they looked and the colors, but they were on point.
Like the funk too. Like that was for me, same thing. We would go to these sessions and I'd see guys pulling out these like gun cases, the Pellies, right? Yeah. Pull out a rig, and you're looking at your mass produced.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And it works, but it doesn't really work. You know, it splashes in your mouth, or it's never gets a good water level, or whatever it may be. Don't get me wrong. Not every import piece is like that. I'm sure there's some that work just great, but I always could never find anything that was like blew me away, like you were saying. And then as soon as you try one of those, it was like, the function's on point. You just feel like you're holding something, you know. It's and then you're supporting an artist. Like we would meet some of these artists at the sessions and that, and then you're like, oh, okay, like kind of opens your eyes up more. And same thing, like we got those Phil Legg Tauruses early on, and I thought this is it. That's all I need. I don't need another rig. But you get the bug, and you want something this color, then maybe. Different style, right? And then, you
make any excuse you want, really.
Exactly, right? Yeah, but no, I mean, it's definitely been a long journey to get here, but
I wanted to actually start kind of going. We were talking a little bit about memory lane, but we're also talking about like nails and like seeing the evolution of where it started. Essentially went from like the domed nail to where it's at now with like the control tower.
And not much time really, if you think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
even the variety and like how many different kinds of bangers there are now.
2012, 13. Like when did Quartz?
I think it was like when the Quaves really came out. Like when the Quave banger was like a big thing. That's like,
because I remember it was like always titanium, then ceramic for like a quick second, and then quartz.
I hate
and then
it was,
but weren't the OG like I'm supposed dome to know and nails? Weren't they quartz? Hey, weren't the OG like nails with the domes over top? You could get quartz nails. I remember.
Yeah, no, I did.
That was the high.
Yeah,
that was the higher grade
titanium became more popular.
Yeah, what was it called? I took the
titanium is
dish
more
off
durable
mine and
though.
put it on my e-nail.
But like if it's,
I don't remember.
I don't know. They might have been Boro too. I definitely have had ones that just cracked on first use.
The ones
but I
that
had some that stuck around for a long
I
time.
had
the ones that came with your rig initially, I believe those were always Boro.
That was always Boro.
Yeah, they used to just tell you like straight up, like you can use this, but you want to get a nail.
No, they would. If you used it too long, they would like.
I'm pretty sure they
melt
were
down.
coarse now. So now I'm thinking about. I've been seeing Puke and Beagle.
Yeah.
Or D-Nail's been using like the old Puke and Beagle quartz nails with the dome, but they've been using them as a blender insert instead.
Dope.
Well, one banger I've been seeing kind of popping up is you remember I don't know what they call it now, but it was like a diamond knot.
Yeah,
Remember those?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of popular.
Yeah, I've been seeing. They look. It looks
hot dabs, man.
cool when the oil's running through, but I guess,
it's not hot. No,
it's
you
kind of
hot
looks
dabs.
No, you don't have to
used to
hot
have.
dab, no.
So I had 2 of those. So because you asked about it, this is just straight up from my personal experience with it.
All right,
but it was good. I believe Cam's dad used one too for a bit.
Yeah.
They're like, you basically don't need a carb cap. That was like they're supposed to be almost carb capless, but you still need a little something. So the thing is, most glass dabbers back in the day used to have a flat carb cap on the back, just because everyone used the Quave style bangers that were cut on top. So you just basically, play DJ on top with your little flat piece or whatever.
I know
some
to do
people
that.
had like little tiles. It was hilarious. But that was like what mostly everybody used. Or the back of jars was pretty big.
Back of jars
that's
huge,
like the main
yeah.
one because it's glass, right? But you basically just torch it up. You get to a good temp and you just drop your dab on, and it just melts through all the surface area. So as you inhale, the thing is, you want to like let it kind of melt over top, and then start inhaling, kind of like a slurper. And when you do that, I find it just like it was just a really big fat dab.
Nice fluffy hit.
Yeah, like you wouldn't get like your second or third pull very good, but that first like rip was absolutely flavorful and just it was wonderful. Like I actually like them.
Do you have to soak them?
So that was the thing. So I guess I was soaking before soaking, but a way more basic rudimentary way. So I heard that Zepp orange degreaser was really good. So I used to get a little shot glass.
Very popular.
So I used to just at the end of the day just literally just throw it in there. Yeah. So it'd get disgusting throughout the day of use, but then the next day it looked completely okay. I mean, it did definitely eventually chaz and shit, but it did the job. So I basically just alternated through the two, but that's how you got through it. Like now thinking back, like if you literally like dumped it right away, I think you get a lot of life out of those.
I've seen a lot of the like just the insert in slurpers like on Instagram. I've seen that all over Instagram.
It's hella surface area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's cool.
Well, thin film.
And it also holds whatever is in there, like the pillar or pearls down. I've seen that a lot. Yeah, they're cool.
What have been some of your other favorite nails that you guys have used?
I'm into the full circle slurper that I've had lately. I've been going nuts with that thing. I like it a lot.
Why do you like it so much?
It's honestly so short that you kind of have to go in warm. So you go in like 550 with like a medium sized dab, and it just like it holds just enough heat to like finish it off and like be relatively like warm thick hit. It works well. Johnny got me into it. I hit his and I was like, I need one of these. Johnny likes his.
I got a newer style one though.
Yeah.
He has
I
the
need
old
to get
style.
one. Yeah, the OG one. He rubs it in.
Yeah, I've got my Phil Leg slurper, and I think that was my first slurper.
Yeah,
but
those are good.
It's nice. It's I do find I need to go a little bit hotter, so I usually go around like 550.
Yeah.
And then I get a nice fat dab. But
for the shorter ones, yeah.
I'm gonna actually try taking the temp of both the bottom and the side, like the pillar.
Oh yeah.
And seeing kind of like where it is, because I've only been doing like one or the other. I kind of want to see like what the difference is in the quartz temp.
Yeah.
But
honestly, like the height of the slurper is what matters.
Whatever you heat last is gonna be
the hottest.
The hottest.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like a taller slurper, you can go in cooler than a shorter one because it's holding less heat. That's what I've found. And like, I don't know. I don't know if there's science behind it. That's just my experience.
What, the longer the slurp?
The
longer it is, the more heat retention you'll have because
the
there's
bigger
more
dab you
thermal
can get away
mass.
with. Yeah. So, Johnny's here to back me up. Thank you, Johnny.
I like that. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a vortex. It's like
the hourglass.
2 holes on the side, but like an hourglass. Yeah, I've been really liking that style.
You ever tried that? Those old mothership buckets?
What, the
swing? Oh, the swings?
Yeah.
No, I never tried one.
I've never tried
Have
that.
you filled it with weed? No? Did you do it?
I've never done
was that. Was that the point of it? I saw so many people do it.
It's not the point of it. I think just people started
That's
doing
crazy.
it.
I love that Cam thinks that.
That's not the point of it. No,
They literally made rigs with it like built into it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like I've just smoked dabs with it, and it's got the cap, right?
Yeah, that's how it's intended to be used. Yes.
Yeah,
but
I
people
used to
found
see
out
so
that you
many
could
people-
No, like
fill
it's
it
one
with
piece.
flour and then
Like, it's one
ignite
piece
the
with the
flour at the
bowl.
same
Like,
time,
it's-
so you can do a two
Yeah,
in
a
one.
bowl. Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about Mothership made. I don't know if they still make them or made them, but they have made the ones with the bowl and swing thing as like a part of the rig. It's one piece.
It doesn't come off.
It doesn't come off.
Yeah,
And people who buy those get artists to like. I guess you'd call it a sex change technically.
Get a doer or something.
Yeah. No, like.
Take it right off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like it's this big thing.
Well,
it's a bowl. It's that I see. I like now. The more I think about it, the more I see that you're like, is it made for that?
Well, like you used to see that like crazy. I was like,
Yeah,
is
it was a popular thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, maybe it's good, but to me, it seems wild.
I mean, if you're dabbing for the taste, it definitely defeats that entire purpose.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, just
if you just want to get the most like fucked up, I think it's a pretty good method because
it might work. But I just
you're
think for
getting
the
two
rig
consumption
too. I
methods
don't know,
at
but
once,
hey,
I
to each
guess.
their own. I know there's people who like to smoke flour through rigs and all that. It's not really for me, but
No, yeah,
again, to each your own. Like if
Exactly.
you like the funk,
yeah.
it cleans. I guess that's a fair argument.
Well,
Yeah.
like
Clean it, right?
Blaze makes like similar to like his rig with a big
Tiger's going
like
on,
the Kleins or the
nice little
Tauruses. He makes
Yeah.
the Tauruses
Yeah.
and the Kleins and their tubes like big tubes for flour. So that's like a rig style bong. So I guess
Now, what about vice versa? What do you think? Because I know you did get a fill leg,
Yeah.
bit of a shorter beaker.
Yeah.
But what do you think about smoking dabs through the like a big beaker?
it's a risky business. You got to be smoking big smoke and you got to be dabbing.
It's just to me, like again,
Yeah.
like you're saying, if you're just trying to get crazy stoned, if that's just the objective, then I guess I can see it. But
Yeah.
for flavor,
Right.
Oh no! Like the fill leg, you don't really taste the dab
The
through.
dabs for a big bong, yeah, it could be fun. I guess it's gonna diffuse a lot. It's gonna be really cool and
Yeah.
smooth, but it's also gonna take away a lot of the terps.
The next time you come
So,
over, you got to hit the
Again, if you're
the
dabbing,
fill.
I just feel I always feel like it's a waste of a dab. Like I've considered it many times. Like I have a lot of nice tubes and a lot of nice corks, and it's like, well, kind of fuck
fun.
around here a little bit. It'd be
It
fun,
is,
but I'm
it
always
is.
too worried about just like wasting the dab. I'm like, well,
You
I
gotta
want to
have-
taste it.
You gotta have a big.
It's not a waste.
Exactly.
It's a
You
good
gotta have a
time.
gram dab.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
waste if it's a
Minimum.
good time.
It's true, yeah. If you want to taste it at least, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
I feel like
I'm gonna bring the fill next episode, and Johnny's gonna
Johnny
smoke
could
a dab
do the
through it.
1 gram dab through the
Yeah.
bong.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
courtesy of me.
Not your little fill though. It'd have to be like an actual bong.
I know
Yeah,
that
that's it. That's the one. you're hitting.
everybody here pretty much, will get munchies at some point in their lives through consuming various beautiful hashes.
Oh yeah.
Tends to happen. Yes.
We wanted to throw out a little bit of a segment here, and
All right.
so I
What
brought
you
some
got
munchies
there?
for the boys.
I saw those sitting on the table.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping I'd get the.
So we're gonna try some munchies out each week, and just let you know if it's fire or if it's mids.
Yeah or nay.
Right?
Right.
Because some of these like exotic chocolates and candies,
That's
they're
a
going
whole
for,
thing.
They can be
Yeah,
hit or
it's a whole
miss.
thing, but they're
It's a
also going
whole
for a lot
world.
of monies. So
Yeah.
we'll test drive for you. We'll let you know if things are fire or if they're mids. And today we got.
I'll check if
some,
those are safe for you.
So today we got some blueberry muffin Kit Kats.
All right.
So you guys split those two.
All right.
And Johnny and I'll split these
Yeah,
two.
it's the whole world. So Dewey, you're into, and actually Johnny, and probably Tiger too, but you guys are into the
shout
heady
out
snacks,
Milton
yeah.
Cake
Yeah.
Shop. Sam, Sam the man.
like art though. Taste is all it's all preference. So
Sometimes I like not being able to read the label. And just, I don't understand what it is. I'm like, oh, cool.
I've actually had this before, so but I'll gladly eat more.
Oh, it's like a purple, almost. It's almost like a purple or gray.
It's actually
Kit
not a
Kat.
very appealing color. I don't think.
Yeah, it's kind of like
It's like purple gray. I think. I don't know.
Purple gray.
A bit more gray than wisteria. Like wisteria, if it was lacking a little bit of purple.
Nah, that's hidden.
You like?
Yeah, it's good. Trying to think what it reminds me of though.
Blueberry muffin.
The blueberries come through for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't taste as artificial as I thought it would. It's not like an artificial blueberry. It tastes like
It's not very
biting
muffiny.
into-
It's a lot of blueberry though.
Yeah, blueberries. It's blueberry forward.
Oh God, it's so good. So good.
What is it here?
Like if you just told me it was like a white chocolate blueberry, I'd probably just assume that's all it is. I wouldn't add the muffin.
So what was it? Cop or mids?
Fire mid.
Fire or mids? I'd give it fire.
I do like this one
I'd cop
personally.
this.
Like, even though I don't think it's very muffiny, like I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
I like
the
blueberry.
name is.
So
I mean, as we know with hash, the name isn't always true to the flavor. So
and that's just
That's
my
true.
opinion. You might
That's
have a
true.
different opinion.
Oh, that's fair. Because it's funny when some people will say, "Oh, this is my favorite one of a strain of hash or whatever," and then somebody else will come along and be like, "I don't really like that one. I like this one."
Yeah.
And it's one that that maybe I don't like or whatever. It's just as funny. Everybody's got their own taste, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it goes with everything.
How'd you like that Star Diesel?
That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's that?
That's Canadian Dabs. I forget their at. Do you remember it? I
Sure,
can't
it's
find.
Canadian dabs, but you might have an underscore before or something. But
Excuse
pretty
me.
sure it's just Canadian.
Some of the best
No, it was
stuff I've
tasty,
had in a
for
while.
sure.
I love it.
Thank
you want
you
to try
very
some,
much.
Tiger?
Thank you very
You
much.
want to try some, Johnny?
Tiger gave me some grease bucket here. It looks like, so I'm gonna go on some of that very shortly.
Here, no. Oh no! Let me get the. Let me wait. Oh
no. I can grab.
it just kept getting worse. That was bad.
That was all my fault.
You guys just witnessed a bunch of chaos.
That was all my fault.
You got to be careful when there's glass on the table, right?
Eddie's on the table.
That's it. So, I guess you guys will be seeing, well, if you're just listening, we'll try and describe it as best as possible, but you'll be seeing our collection. But off the top, how many pieces do you think you got in your collection?
Are we talking rigs plus caps?
Yeah, well,
No. Just, I don't think
just
cabs.
rigs.
So like pipes, not including pipes and bongs. I would say I'm up to like
I'd say you include tubes. Tubes
Six?
count.
Yeah,
Okay.
tubes
Yeah,
and rigs.
six, maybe like 6, 7 for me. I give away a lot of pieces. So a lot of the pieces, like I was talking about earlier, like that domer piece, that original domer piece or whatever, I gave that away to somebody.
Let somebody
Yeah,
use it if
exactly.
You know,
So
it's better than sitting on the shelf.
yeah, I gave it to one of my buddies. You know, he was getting into to concentrates. We won't say his name, but he went with me to one of the markets and introduced him to like Kind Selections, and he was just blown away at the flavor and just like, you know, compared to like just he was used to doing poppers, so he was trying to get away from that. So I was like, yeah, man, like get some good flavors in your life, and you'll switch over. Trust me, and like you'll get high. So
I've heard a lot of like I got off of insert because of
hash
dabs.
Yeah.
Hash, like
Yeah.
fancy hash and like
Yeah.
Headies specifically,
Yeah.
which is cool because like instead of spending copious amounts of money on X, Y, or Z, they're like, no, I'm gonna get this really nice piece of glass that I'm always gonna be able to look at. The hash is kind of a write-off still. Sorry, like you smoke it, it's gone, but like it is delicious.
yeah,
But like I don't know, it's such a better like vice than countless other X, Y's, and Z's.
1,000%.
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I love hearing
they're
that.
either
It's
gonna
one of my
get it or
favorite
you're-
things.
Yeah.
to hear at the shop. It's like when someone's like, "Yeah, I used to do da-da-da-da," and I'm like, "Damn," and they're like, "Yeah, I want this really nice rig right here," and it's like, "Yeah, this is sick." Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, that's one of my favorite things.
Dope.
No,
So-
I think one of my favorite in the shop is when we get somebody who's just starting.
Brand new. That's
I don't know. I don't want to say it's my favorite, but
That's
it
another
is a
one.
good
Yeah.
one. It's up there. When you get somebody who comes through and you're like, and so they're like, oh, okay, I
I need
dabbed
a
with my
rig.
buddies or whatever the case may be. Now I want to do it. I need a rig. And I'm like, is this your first setup? And I'm just like, that makes me so happy because, you
Yeah.
bypassed so much garbage glass.
It's like you get to start with something good, and you don't have to break the bank. Still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it was always about, right? Just making sure we have artist made glass in every tier. So that's kind
That's
of
dope.
yeah.
And going back to so you're a shop owner, so I'm sure a lot of people are curious as well that are tuning in that come by the shop or know who you are.
Okay.
So going back to collections, where are you at for rigs and tubes?
Oh yeah, we kind of skipped over.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, I guess we kind of that happens.
Tiger's on the ball.
Off the top, I would think 15 or so. We got some nice pieces. Definitely we'll be showing off through the episodes.
Yeah.
We all have some crazy stuff. I know Johnny probably has all of us
Yeah.
beat by miles.
Are you counting in your head right there?
Well, I'm
You're gonna have
trying
to
to
go
do it.
last.
Yeah, I'm trying
a rough
to think,
estimate, I think.
right, on the spot. I'm concluding everything. And same thing, I've
Yeah.
given rigs or sold rigs that, it's just like you can only have so much, and again, you can only use so many of them. If somebody else is gonna get use, like if it's gonna,
Yep.
it's like if it's gonna be out there and getting somebody ripping hash through it, I would rather that, right? So I would guess 15. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 11, 12.
yeah.
Yeah, for myself.
I know we're probably pretty
Yeah,
similar,
pretty
pretty
even.
close.
Yeah,
but
Cam's
John-
got me beat on like headies though.
Johnny,
Okay, I think I'm at like
you're at least
18 to 20 on rigs, and definitely 3 tubes.
All right. So
And I don't know if you want to count slides or not, but some of those bad boys get pretty pricey too.
that's another thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Slides, and that's a topic,
Yeah.
I find in Ontario, for sure, I can speak for, the bowl scene is probably the biggest.
Yeah.
It's the biggest out here.
People
I want to
love
say we have the
bowls.
most artists that make bowls. And that's what we probably move the most of in the shop. And it's funny to see the shift too. It's we still get a lot of 14s, but it's definitely moved to like the 18 millimeter 4 holes by miles. That's with all the fixed perk
Yeah.
Big
tubes.
time.
Yeah.
So,
Johnny likes.
but
the
it's
18.
funny because when we started, yeah, if you told me you're gonna have bowls that are $300-400 and they're gonna sell
5 even.
5 and they're
Yeah.
gonna sell regularly, I would have like thought, well, that's a
Nah.
little crazy, right? But
Yeah.
and you see the work that goes into them. There's some crazy slides,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's wild. Like
fast.
we have some bowls in the counter that are more than some of the
Columns.
rigs and bongs on the
Yeah,
wall, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's really cool. Yeah,
Like the
it's-
Super Bowls
Yeah.
were $500 some of them.
and I think it's the with rigs, unless you've got like a nice display, you definitely want to have like pellies for them all, or cases for them all, and they take up so much space. I think with slides, that's what's kind of cool. Like you can collect so many and display them, and I get it. And for us, I know Dewey's big on caps.
Yeah.
I love carb caps.
Yeah, yeah. Like I like a really nice cap.
I'm big into sets. I like to complete like sets, so I like to have even for this this piece here. So Gore only had enough of the pomegranate dichro to do this climb, right, or the climax, and
I think this is just Klein, by the way.
Yeah, Klein.
Climax comes through
sorry,
the bottom.
Klein. Yeah, you're right. And this was actually off of a different piece, also that Gore did, but I broke up a set to get this.
I remember that.
But I'm big into matchy, so like,
you didn't break up a set. You married it back
It might
together.
have been business.
it
Yeah,
is
it
meant
was.
for this.
Didn't seem like it was dab wise, but I guess I didn't wait long enough. All right, it'll be fine. It's good quartz.
But we broke.
think,
It was like it wasn't really a set. There was another tube that
Yeah.
had that cap with it.
Yeah, so
But I knew you had this. so-
Yeah, it works nice. So.
Yeah.
I like the matchies. So like, you know, whatever piece I get, I want to collect the accessories that would go with that piece. It's just a thing I've started with. You know, just I have my pelly. You open it up. There's everything you need for, you know, a nice dab.
Yeah.
There's your nail. There's like, so I always get a new nail for a new piece as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
Every time I get a piece, I get a new nail, so it's a complete set. So I don't really like swapping nails. I don't like doing any of that. I
Okay,
like-
so on that setup, you're only running that
yeah.
banger. Okay,
Yep.
that's interesting.
That is interesting.
I like
I'm
it
not-
Any particular reason why? Or
Yeah, I like dialing in function. So I like
I see what you're
you know,
saying,
pairing the carb cap. Like if the carb cap is
carb cap to the rig to the
Yeah.
banger.
exactly. So it, you know, that experience is that experience,
Mhm.
and I'm just trying to make it the best version of that.
I see what you're saying.
You know, it's funny. So I have an orange or a lava piece with fuming, like it's
Yeah.
lava fumed, and I have a lava wigwag carb cap, and I have a fume carb cap. So like
Hey.
whatever matchy I want, like that's how obsessive I am with the stuff. I'm like, oh, I couldn't pick when I was leaving. I was like, the fume matches that really good, but the orange matches that really good. Well,
Choices.
okay, I need to go. So I just was like,
I
well,
appreciate the attention. to
you gotta be
detail.
matchy, man. I love that, and I like that with the customers too. A lot of times when customers come in, they'll be like, I need a 14 millimeter bowl, and I need it in insert color here. I need it ghost. I need it agua azul. I need it lava. You know, and that's so cool. They're like, it's for this piece, and they whip out this like nice ass piece, and you're like, oh yeah, like I can get a bowl piece for that. Yeah, find them a nice bowl piece.
Dope.
That's cool too. I love when people are specific.
Me too.
Yeah, some
I don't know,
people
just- I like-
only
I like
collect
the attention
certain
to
colors
detail. Yeah.
or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I've been on a blue kick lately. And look at all this orange right here.
Yeah,
For
I
me,
can
it's
tell.
I really like. I don't know why. I just keep eating blues and pinks and purples.
Yeah, purples.
Yeah, those are some of
like
my
the
favorite colors for
purples.
sure.
Purples.
Add a
That's,
little green in there.
Johnny's got a purple piece.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Purple, blue, black.
Before
all
it
those
used to
pieces.
only
Angry.
like it just
Forgot
had to
UV
be
light.
UV reactive. That was
This is UV reactive. This goes like a pink, and then
Yeah.
behind the mib is some Illuminati or something because it goes green behind there.
dope.
So it does have green on it technically.
Sometimes I forget like pieces I have because I don't really have like a black light setup.
I just have a
So I'll
little
have-
flashlight at home. I check every once in
I'll
a
have
while.
pieces and sometimes I'll like have the light downstairs checking stuff and I'm like, oh, I forgot that piece was Lucy or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But
There's sometimes you ever like have a rig and you find out something new about it.
yeah,
Like all of a sudden. So like I just recently I have this Puffco top by Nesglass.
Okay.
And I didn't know it was UV reactive. Just the other day I was just fucking around with my UV flashlight and I was just like, I don't know why, but that piece just happened to the Puffco happened to be sitting on the table
Right.
and it just got some light on
Caught
it.
the-
And
caught
I was
the
like,
light
oh,
of
wait a minute. Went over and I was like, I see some orange. I was like, oh, cool. Found out it was UV reactive.
surprise.
Yeah. I love that.
Oh, definitely. And so for Puffco's proxy, anybody,
I got a proxy.
you got one?
Oh, no, let me back up a bit. You guys were talking about UV lights?
Okay, yeah.
My neighbor, his old roommate used to, well, his old roommate still does this, but his old roommate buys storage units and he had a UV light bulb and I put it so in my living room, the light that I never use.
Is
I
UV?
put a UV in it, so if I flip the lights when it's dark, everything's UV. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool. And
I got 2 light bulbs. I think
Nice.
I'm gonna bring one Here.
And then you can
I was
see
why
the
not?
setup.
Put
Yeah.
it, we can put it on the like a light, just like a lamp. And
We'll do
Oh,
a UV
definitely.
episode. Just in the dark.
yeah, in my place, just a UV
Yeah,
one.
that'd be funny.
Bong.
Yeah, for the Halloween episode, we'll do it in the dark.
Oh shit!
In the
Helps
dark.
In the dark.
Helps you
Just
turn
give challenge.
Just be careful.
Oh, with headies, yeah, that'd be.
That's the
It's
main.
no, with the thing, they're pretty bright though. It's like pretty.
The
like,
light- the room's
yeah,
still pretty
the-
light?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
So that's not too bad. Tiger's heating up his.
Are you smoking
E3
some of the
here.
straw
He's going
diesel
in. Yeah.
too?
What are you about to dab there?
The straw diesel, yeah.
Strawberry diesel. I
Nice.
love strawberry.
Nice.
Anything. So
Diesel's always good too.
And so everybody here hash rosin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the wave,
The
I
theme.
think. Yeah.
It's the new wave.
it just lasts longer, in my opinion. Like the full spectrum high, it's like, you know, just sticks around a little bit longer. I need to go back less often.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice true full melt is also good, but it's very hard to find.
Very hard to find and very hard to
Keep
store.
cold.
and-
Yeah,
and
just you got everything. Yeah,
I love
just
it though.
hard.
It's my that and just any full melt. So even full melt sift is absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah.
I've been getting a little bit more better with my technique and trying to get more sift done. I like making rosin, but
That black one.
Yeah.
Something about it good.
That was what? Herman
Oh.
with Blackwater?
That's her.
apparently I heated the sidewalls too much. So
Congratulations, you
bottom's
played
not-
yourself.
anywhere near where it needs to be.
I saw you doing that over there.
Oh,
I was
sorry.
curious.
It
I was gonna
means
say,
it's
nice,
not.
just hit the bottom.
I'm clearly used to torching a slurper now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's fair.
I'm just like, I did not do the bottom.
And then I was doing it and I was, yeah. I've been loving the full Zirka lately. Just dealing it on every piece.
I've just been trying to like R&D as much as I can. Like, so I'm trying like cold starts and like just stupid shit. I probably should not be doing.
Cold starts are pretty good. I like them.
But with
If it's
a
done right,
slurper,
they're good.
with a slurper,
Yeah.
With the slurper?
There's a
Oh,
time
I've
and
tried them
place
with the
for a
slurper,
cold
yeah.
start, right?
Dude,
I can see it being easier in a blender, to
it's
be
gonna
honest.
catch fire.
I think you can cold start a blender almost no problem.
We're smoking.
Almost. You have to hit the sides of it.
Oh,
I
for
really-
a cold start.
I
Like
really
5
like
seconds
that
on each
straw
side.
diesel.
5 seconds,
Mm.
5 seconds, maybe a bit on the
Yeah,
bottom. and then
if you're on the
think
you
you'd
know
be
you gotta
okay.
go,
Yeah.
you're heading out the door,
Oh, a cold
Might-
start?
Cold start.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
right?
Tell us what you think.
VV.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let us know
Yeah,
in the
message
comments
us and tell us if you
what
like
you think
cold
about
starts.
cold starts.
On blenders or slurpers.
If I'm in a huge
On blenders or
whoa.
slurpers?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, hit the button.
Yeah, hit the button. Actually,
hit the
on a
AO.
slurper.
Yeah, that's what
For
we're
real.
talking about.
He's tempting his thing.
But wait, that was a missed opportunity. We have all these buttons
have an AO
pre-programmed and
oh no,
we're not using them.
Maybe we can edit that.
I'm just gonna put it in after.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
true. I guess it is 2022.
I got that.
So what about here's
No, cold starts on a blender? Don't,
Yeah,
wait,
okay,
don't
let's finish that one.
wait.
Yeah, we won't
Like,
change- we won't change
You're
that one.
arguing for that?
I don't
I'm
think
saying try it. Why not?
That's not what
I've
I
thought
was
about
talking
trying
about.
it.
That's
There's
not what I
holes
was
in it, and
talking
you're gonna
about.
end up torching the hash. I don't know if it's gonna be direct, but there's just like,
It almost is.
You put a big glob in
very
there.
like by
hard
the
to do.
time the hash melts, it's gonna fall through the holes.
I
and
just
it's
thought we
gonna-
were talking cold starts.
Yeah, because
In
cold
general.
starts,
Just on
I
a
get.
bucket.
I understand why people do cold starts. If you're in a rush,
Yeah. Oh, cold starts for sure. On a
or,
regular
or,
banger, oh, fuck
or
yeah, I
even
rock
if
them all the
you know
time.
what, if you don't have a temp device,
That there
You know?
and
If you
just
don't
wanna
have a
make
temp
sure you
device,
don't go
then
in
you're just
too
like-
hot.
like I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying cold starts. It's definitely not ideal for a slurper blender. Like they're
Like-
definitely intended for a hot
like
start.
if my
But-
neighbor knocked
okay,
on
why
my
not? Have you tried it? Like, you know, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
true.
I don't know.
That's true. Hey, good point. Haven't
Right?
tried it. Right? Have you tried it?
No, but I've seen
No.
it. I've seen it. I've seen it on a 5 mil nail though.
Yeah.
And Matthias.
Oh,
he
that's
did-
not
he
a
did
very
it.
good example.
Yeah.
Or
I
like
did catch
fireworks,
fire.
the one I used to put in the group chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That was good. So there's an example of it. That's the example I'm gonna use.
Okay,
Right now.
I don't
Stand
like that
by
example. But it's okay. I'll deal with it.
5 mils blender nail exploding.
With a
All right,
gram
I'm
in
gonna
it.
start to
It was
put
like
the
a
clip
gram
in.
of old BHO and it like, exploded or some shit.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So I got one. How often should you change the water on the rig? What are you thinking on that? For a rig, right? We're not talking a flower piece. For a rig.
Like
I'm pretty sure mold starts after like a couple days.
Couple
regardless.
days?
every
You do it every sesh? Yeah,
I do it every sesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like and usually like what I'll do is I'll use a piece for a few nights and I'll just put water, then I'll put it in the dirty pile, and then once they're all
Switch
dirty,
it
I'll
out
have
and then
one
do it
big
clean.
clean day and just go nuts.
I try to as much as I can after every sesh every day, but sometimes I've been guilty for sure. Having
it's
it
definitely
sit
not
for
as
a little
bad
while.
as a piece where you're combusting though.
Yeah.
Or even hot dabs. Like
But you
hot dabs,
should.
the water gets pretty
You should.
gnarly when
Every-
you're
you
used
should
to it. But
every-
you definitely should be changing the water
Especially
as
for
often as
tasting
possible.
terps and definitely.
Use distilled water.
If you have a good safe way
That's-
of
there-
doing it,
there you go,
I always
distilled
freak
water.
out about
I
changing
know
water.
a lot of people are like the. Sorry, I kind of just
It's
like
okay.
took
It's
some
okay.
attention. My
But-
bad. I was gonna say it. Now I know a lot of people are like, oh, it has to be distilled water. I think it depends on where you're from and how your water is.
if you
Because
live,
like
sure.
I find 90% of the time good filtered water is just as good. Like it doesn't do anything bad to my rigs. Like
If you're changing your water after every time, that's probably
Every
why
sesh,
though. You
yeah.
have to let the water sit in there for a while.
Yeah,
with the
for
mineral, if it has
yeah.
minerals in it for the eventually works.
No,
like,
if you
the
live in
class.
Milton, do not
distilled water.
use
If you're in
the tap
Milton.
water.
Yeah, just
There's
use
a
a
lot
shout
of
out to
calcium.
Milton.
Yeah, just be safe. Just use distilled.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. It's like a
It's
buck.
cheap,
It's
yeah,
like a buck from
exactly.
almost
Get a
any
big
grocery
jug of it.
store. Like yeah.
$1 when you're doing groceries.
Enough to
two of
fill the
them.
Brita, right? You just got. You
Grab
got it
3
right
of them,
there.
water your plants.
Grab
you
8.
know.
I mean, grab as many as you want. But
Plants will love it. It's good for
if
them.
you just grab 2, it's easy. It's not as much of a chore.
Exactly.
Just while you're out, just grab 2.
There you go.
3 of them.
I don't know.
4
Whatever.
of them.
I'm with
Do what
the
you want.
distilled.
However many
That's
you
how-
can
that's how
carry.
I do it.
Yeah. Do what you want, but I say use distilled
Distilled.
all day.
I'm a little disappointed these guys didn't go with a USB-C on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I
they
agree
didn't?
with
I
that.
haven't had to charge mine yet, so I
Really?
haven't
Okay.
noticed. Yeah.
So it has to be that
okay, so
charger.
the battery has to. It has
Oh,
the battery on it.
damn.
It's
How-
it's the old USB, but I mean, come on.
That is a missed
It's
opportunity.
mini USB.
I don't have anything with this anymore, so it's like literally like 2
I know.
devices.
I'm like waiting for the day where I can just go full USB-C. I don't need anything micro
It's
USB
just
anymore.
it's so nice because like
Yeah.
everything USB-C
It
is
should
just
be
a
at this
beautiful
point.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
But other than that,
Yeah, it seems to
It's
be
a
pretty
go.
nice.
Other than
Yeah,
that,
I
really
like
great
it. I like
actually. It's
it.
funny, I just realized that now though, damn it. I just haven't charged it since I got it. I mean, it's
Thank you
basically
for the
battery
dab.
life at least.
Yeah, you like that stuff?
Yes, sir. Definitely more diesel forward.
Canadian dabs, some of my favorite stuff. Me like.
What did you think of the grease bucket?
Oh, it was absolutely delicious. Very, very good. Is there a GMO in its parentage?
I believe so.
Because I could definitely taste some GMO-ness.
Yeah, I believe
going on.
it's GMO and banana something.
GMO is
Okay.
always welcome.
Hmm?
GMO is always welcome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Probably my. I mean, I know it's very overdone now, but
It's a
it's
little-
still probably one
yeah.
of my favorite
It's good.
profiles for sure.
Yeah, definitely up there for me.
I don't think it would get that like hype quote.
Yeah.
hype if it wasn't like good.
That's fair.
Because it is like if you do like the funkiness, then you do like then
You like-
probably
yeah,
like GMO.
that funk is
And, like, I get it a lot.
unmistakable.
Yeah, it's undeniable when it's like, yeah.
It's there.
And you know it when like, you crack the jar. And you're
It's like,
okay,
oh,
It's
yeah.
got some GMO in it.
Yeah.
That's
oh
GMO.
yeah,
Or some sort of
No,
breath.
no
I
way.
find some of the breaths can be very similar to GMO.
Do you have a
even though
breath
they
you
aren't
prefer?
GMO. They're like the Mendo breaths or like meat breaths. Some of the most
Meat
have like
breath. I've always loved that.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say it. Yes.
Right? Some of those like
Shout out.
can smell pretty similar
yeah.
to
Whoever named
GMO.
it meat breath.
Shout out
to you.
Meat breath. That's hilarious.
I believe that's actually probably Thug Pug. I could be wrong, but
I don't recall right now.
Meat breath. Hey yo.
Hey, yo.
It's good though. I've had it too.
Oh yeah. No, I like any of the heavy hitters like that for sure.
the funkiness
Yeah.
is just it's undeniable.
We love it.
All day.
All the breaths. Peanut butter breath. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
I have some of this Turple now. It's I don't know why, but it's very orangey. and
That's homemade. That this one.
yeah.
Oh, you
smells
made
good.
that one.
Yeah. It's
Was it dry stuff based? I
Yeah.
believe, yeah.
Still my dry sift trials. A buddy of mine sent over some keef and it's like, hey
you
man,
can smell it.
Yeah,
Can
it
you,
smells
uh,
really good. Yeah. I think I tried some on the during one of our
Okay.
trial
This
runs
is like
here.
some very sparkly, almost.
yeah, try some if you want.
It looks very sparkly. Want me to try
I know
that?
you don't like orange. It's orange.
I have a bunch of orange.
You know, he doesn't like orange, but the man goes full orange for first
I know
episode.
you don't like orange.
I
I know you wouldn't like it, Dewey.
got a hash jar that says Orange Fanta on it. No, I'll try this. It looks good. It looks really sparkly. And it looks like thick. Nice. So what is this? Dry. But like, how did you make it? Go through it.
rosin.
Dry sift rosin.
Nice.
Sorry for answering, Tiger. That's why you're taking a sip there.
It looks really
Believe
good.
it or not, that's hair straightener.
I won't say.
Really?
I'm not gonna say it's sparkly
That's,
again.
hey, that's quality for hair straightening. I'll give you that.
Really?
Where it all started.
Yeah, man. That's the first time I ever pressed too. A hair straightener. Fuck yeah.
That's hair straightener.
So
It was just a small amount of hash. I was like, I
definitely didn't do hash. It was definitely
Like-
bud, but
so I have my plates, but since I moved, I haven't like gone out and got a press. And to be honest, I wanted like it's either I can have my press in the garage or I can park my car in the garage in the winter.
yeah,
Just like I'm gonna park my car in the garage in the
use the hair
winter.
straightener.
So yeah, hair straightener it is.
Do you remember like way back, in the BHO days?
Yeah.
Right. I remember I had a buddy stop by, and that was the first time I saw flour rosin. He was like, "Yo, you have parchment paper?" I'm like, yeah, I do.
In your kitchen, just
Right?
handing you
Pulls out a hair straightener. It's like his girlfriend's hair straightener or whatever. I'm like, what is this guy about to do? He's like, give me a
It's a
bud,
Barbie one.
like a
it's
little
so, like
bud.
mind
He's like, just
blowing
give
the
me,
first time.
give me a tiny bud, right? So I give him a little bud. He puts it in between. He's stepping on it, jumping all over it. Pulls it apart. There's little specks, right? Little golden specks.
yeah.
Collects it, hands it to me. Mind you, I'm like, okay, stuff's got to like sit for 2 days, 3 days before we even try it, right?
Right.
This guy just jumped around on a hair straightener, and I'm about to do a dab. So I did the dab. It was a little hot, right, for sure, but
Oh yeah, the hair straightener.
the taste couldn't compare. But I was still mesmerized. Like no solvent needed, just heat and pressure,
natural,
right?
yeah.
That's what's amazing about the hash. Like
that's
like
it.
all this stuff. Like, does anyone have any live
no, it's all
resin?
we're all smoking.
So
hash.
like everything
Yeah.
here is made with water,
so that's-
heat, and pressure.
and pressure,
And
and,
then
so
it's
that's it.
cannabis.
So
Cannabis,
so
yeah.
from there.
Or no water.
Or dry sift, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But from there, right?
Sometimes they use dry ice. Too.
I thought, well, no, that's no good. I don't like that because I had so much invested in to make BHO,
Yeah.
right? And we're thinking, nah, like I'm not. That can't be a thing.
No, it
And
took
as
me a
soon as
minute
he
to
left,
convert too.
I
yeah.
was like, we got to figure out what the hell that is, like, right? Like ASAP. And there was no, you didn't Google rosin presses or like you just like
It
what
was
is?
hard, yeah.
Everyone was using hair straighteners or some form of. So once you figured out the trigger clamp, I remember we were doing that like crazy, even with full melt,
Yeah,
like back West
that's
Coast
literally
Collective,
what I did with this.
getting the sift and,
Yeah, that's
and
literally what I
making
did.
full melt. Yeah.
So we would either just squish full melt and just get the rosin out of that, or we would just take the full melt and just melt it out so you get flags to dab.
Yeah. And it worked, yeah. Might muck up some bangers a little bit, but
And you're
like
gonna-
nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
It still was a full
No,
mount,
nothing
but
a good deep clean with
no,
DC won't
it
get.
would clean up.
Yeah,
No, and
it was just
even-
literally just like DC.
Like the more you,
dumping.
the
But
more
this
you
is,
do
like,
it,
way
the
back.
better you're at it. You'll get. The less plant material you'll get in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still always gonna get some. There's still wax that goes around the head.
The heads, yeah. It's undeniable. Yeah.
But I mean, game changer.
Definitely.
One sec, and I get it. Like, no, I know there's tons of listeners and even customers and everything who are into live resin. Like, for sure, I get it. I
Yeah.
get their fight too on why it's better. Like, it's,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not by any means saying this is the best. It's just
technically higher THC. more
exactly
often.
right. So I can't fight that this is better. Just for me, as soon as I saw no butane was needed and we made flower rosin, that's
Yeah.
when I changed.
Yeah,
So it went from flower
absolutely,
rosin
yeah.
right to hash rosin, right?
I dab both. I consume both. A good, as long as it's made well with good material.
That's
and,
right,
And
you
that's
know?
the thing though. So I don't find there's very little aside from like Kind Selections and there's a few other brands
For live resin.
NFC, that
Yeah.
do really good live whose flower I trust, right?
Right.
So like I know it matters, right? Fire in, fire
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So like just because you're running like you've got some live and it looks good and smells good, it might not be that good.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier to hide. I find
just because the terpene concentrations are so high, right?
Yeah.
I also find that like I do always find myself needing to get like especially the good stuff, adding a little bit more THCA. So I usually just get some diamonds and just throw them in, but yeah, like I'm
That's
very-
a personal thing for
that's
you
a personal
too,
thing
yeah.
for me. Yeah, I just kind of like really just I like a more I like terpenes sitting at a maximum of 7%.
Which
okay.
is still like it's not
That's
not
pretty
low
heavy.
by any means.
That's pretty
yeah,
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really like them any more than that. I find that like after that I start to wheeze after dabs, so it's
That's
not
what I
enjoyable.
always found going back to solvent. Like for me,
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah,
I
the high
get that in my
terpenes for
chest,
sure.
right?
The taste's great, but yeah, they're gonna hurt because
Mhm.
they're a natural irritant basically.
Yeah, I love live resin. I smoked a lot of it.
When I first met you, that's
and like I used to buy hash rosin as like a treat, and like it started as that like I don't know
Same
if
for
I were
me.
to go on my Instagram and go back, I would probably one of the first grams of hash I bought was from rosinstar.ca, I think way back
Okay.
in the day. Yeah. And like I bought it as a treat and I smoked it. And I remember I was like, wow, this tastes like flowers or something. I was like, wow, tastes so good. And then like I didn't really get into it. Then I remember it like the price of it went down a bit, and then I just went right into it.
yeah. Because I mean, at first, it's like everything though.
Yeah, I was like
Shatter at one point was $80-$90
Yeah.
a gram.
It was.
If
I also
you
feel like it
remember.
was
Yeah,
better though.
There was
Right.
in like the fire shatter was like 110 a G. I kid you not.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I believe
it
it.
was
I
really
believe
pricey
it.
at
Like
one
the
point.
good-
'Cause it was
good
the
shit.
first,
Yeah.
the first, I don't know, major concentrate kind of.
Yeah,
guess?
I'd say hash for sure.
Yeah,
Something
yeah, I
like
guess,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
hash, yeah,
It was
like OG hash. But I remember there
before it was
blew
shatter.
up
It
quick.
was still BHO, but it was more like a crumble or a butter
yeah,
waxy kind of thing, right? And then
But I remember
they
shatter
started
being
de-waxing,
very
but some
expensive.
strains
Yeah.
would just come out
Yeah.
glass like that.
yeah, that's true.
You
Yeah.
would just get stuff that just that's
That's
how
how
it
it
comes
is,
out the back ovens, right? But
I remember guys complaining at times that stuff was like certain strains would be too.
It's
They
good.
wouldn't shatter up. They'd be too liquidy. Which I mean, in the full spectrum, like live resin days, I feel like is probably more ideal.
You made
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It tastes good.
Right.
no, for sure.
Is that what you give? Is that what came it? Yeah. It's good.
I'll give this a go.
You made it with a hair straightener?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I sifted my garage. I broke the screen though, so I have to get a new one.
To be fair, as long as you know like the
That one's
process
so
now,
hard.
like and how to do it properly, you can still use a hair straightener as long as you're doing it properly.
Exactly.
Well,
if you temp it properly and just
Yeah,
light
if you're doing a
pressure,
micro amount,
and,
right,
yeah,
a small
exactly.
amount.
Yep.
based off that dab, Tiger did it properly.
There you
Yes.
go.
To me.
And
I don't
Dewey's a tough.
Whatever.
Dewey is a tough critic.
Yeah.
I'll put that out there.
Yep.
He's a tough critic. So if he tells you he likes something, that means something for sure.
I'm just honest, man.
That's good. That's a good quality.
Honesty is the policy around here.
That's it.
I'm gonna cold start.
Here we go.
I like to hit the sides first and then bottom personally.
Yeah, you
but
just start around the top,
work your way down a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
just because it helps keep the oil down.
Yeah.
fine.
If you like cold starts, we have 20 mils. That's
Yeah.
like a really
Those,
good.
yeah, that's what I rock
That's
for
a
my cold starts.
really
also.
good cold start because it's just like you get like the torch pretty much heats the entire thing
Bottom.
because it's so.
Yeah, you don't
skinny.
need a lot of surface, right?
Makes a little go a long way.
Well, the whole point is, most times for a cold start, the whole point is time.
Yeah, time.
Right? Like you're
Breaks.
like going back to like we were saying, you're trying to move quick,
Exactly, yeah.
try to smoke this hash.
Yeah.
ASAP
I need to get this
right
in
now.
me.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I
You
have
get
time
in
to
and
wait
get out.
for the dab right to
Exactly.
beep. I'm doing this now.
Exactly. Sometimes
Right.
you just ain't got time. Puffco takes too fucking long sometimes, and it's not the same.
The proxy takes
No,
30
but-
seconds.
But it's
30
definitely like for those devices the closest thing.
100%.
I don't think there's anybody else really.
There's some of those
competing.
crazy atomizers for like the vape mods. But they're a
Those
little
are
bit
more like
lesser
vape
now.
pens.
Yeah, because you don't have the water
I
aspect.
don't know. I
That's true.
feel like if you were to like not have
like
a
if they compare
dab
to a
pack,
proxy, I guess you can compare it to a
Yeah, 100%.
No.
I think they're better in a proxy.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like
Yeah.
I was about to say if I had the proxy here and you and me were to race with a cold start, like neither of us have a dab packed. We were to just be here with a dabber, a closed jar, the thing, and then like pack a dab, see who produces vapor, blows out vapor first. You'd win because like the proxy takes like 30 seconds just to heat up. So like that's like enough time for you to do the cold start for sure. Because like you could just throw a friggin' dab in, start heating it up, and I'm here like.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Then I'd lose.
Yeah.
I'd lose.
That's
I guarantee. Yeah. But it is good for quick dabs.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
mean,
it would lose the cold start thing, it is good for quick dabs.
I'm not gonna lie. I use my Puffco mainly for medicating or dabbing on the go.
You know what's
So-
funny? We have to test that next time. I'll bring
Yeah,
it
let's
and we'll
do it.
test it. And if I'm wrong, that would be hilarious. If
But-
I win,
do you
I'll eat
count-
my words. But like, I guarantee it's slower.
Do you have to count putting the banger in and filling the rig with water? Because that's kind of a disadvantage of a rig.
Oh. No,
Well,
I feel like no.
I mean,
I feel like
unless
a lot
your
of
Puffco
people.
has
I feel
water
like
in
most
it.
people don't.
Actually, wait. The
proxy does it. That's what I'm
does it,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
The proxy's
I
just.
feel like most people just leave water in their piece though. Even though I was saying I try to clean it daily.
but if
You
it's
know,
like
like-
Yeah, most people don't
most
clean
people
daily.
don't do it daily.
yeah.
Yeah, most people should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Well,
I
so
feel
you're
like
on the go, too,
That's
though,
why I
right?
feel like the average person just like leaving the door.
If you're out
I
and
feel like
about, is
there
what
would
I'm
be
thinking.
already
You gotta
water
set
in the
up.
piece.
I'm just like
so that's why I feel like you could have water in it.
exactly.
Yeah, I feel like.
But what I'm saying is,
I
what if
think
you're
so.
out and about and you gotta like set up? Then
That
it's like
could
the
be a
proxy, you
different-
just whip it out. That you gotta get out, you gotta add water, or you can just rip it dry, which I recommend if you're already. But I do that all the time.
All right,
I'm out and about. I
I
have
guess-
a little rig. I'll
I
just
guess-
rip it. Just
I
don't
guess
go too hot. I mean, don't destroy your lungs. But a nice low temp dab.
Johnny
dry,
wants
it's not
Tiger
bad.
to smoke a dry
Basically a
dab.
proxy. I don't know.
I think that's what I'm getting from this is Johnny wants Tiger to
I'll-
smoke
I'll
a dry
Obviously a
dab.
proxy, but
I
you know
do
what I'm
dry
saying.
dabs out of my Puffco.
Okay, so
Yeah, from time to time.
a dry.
Yes.
I think you could have water in it or not water in it because I technically don't have water in it. And if you're in like that much of a pinch, you're trying to rush.
Go.
You never know. Yeah, I mean it's not that much, but then you gotta empty it. You gotta empty it too, because then you can't let it sit. If it's cold out, you can't let it sit.
No, it's a race for a cold start dab to smoke a dab and go out the door. I
They're
guarantee-
just technicalities.
I think we're looking too much into the convenience factors of things rather than looking at just how quickly can you get from point A to point B.
I think it's like the proxy closed on a thing right there. Dabber just like that with a proxy closed in front of me, and then you with a rig there with a closed jar.
I'm pretty sure that
and we could even make it so we have the same jars.
Yeah,
if we want to be that control.
I don't think it needs to be done. Cold start under 10 seconds. So
that's what I mean. But
like, not really good.
I think we got to say that like it's got to be a nice. If you're doing a cold, just for the proxy's sake, it has to be a nice thick dab. Like you have to heat it up nice.
Yeah,
give me a chance.
You saw my dab.
But I think I'll lose still.
Was that not a good dab?
Would lose. No, that looked perfect. Yeah,
so
I was just like counting in my head, and I was like, Proxy would lose. Proxy would lose. That was funny, but it is convenient.
No.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's
convenient.
Yeah.
It's quick enough. It's not as fast as a cold start like that. And like if Johnny's saying to put water in it, it might be the exact same time, but it's still a dry dab.
I mean, if you're just chilling. Watching a movie.
Oh, nice! You're sitting on the couch.
Exactly.
You
It's
know
gotta
what I
be
mean?
for
You
the
don't have to
convenience. You
have
want to
all
hike.
set up. Yeah.
You want to bring a rig and a case. And
it's the best thing when you go to like the drive-in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the torch and
Yeah,
everything.
you don't have
Just nice
like a crackhead, I guess.
It's like it's kind of like a vape,
what's
but
that guy
like
doing with
bigger.
the torch over there?
when I was working warehouse, because I tried the pens.
Yeah.
I'd go out and like they do a job, I guess, but by like first break it's done and you don't have anywhere to charge it. You're like, this sucks, right?
Yeah.
And that's all you brought. I don't even have any doobies with me, nothing. Like I'm like I got this hash, whatever shatter at the time. I can't smoke it. So I just started bringing the rig and the torch, and then like you say, like if we're in a pinch and it's cold, I'd even say fuck it, no water.
Exactly.
Just go, right?
If you forget to empty the water, now you're risking your piece.
But you're in the parking lot and you got this torch and you're wilding out. So you know, so I would always get in the car.
It looks worse too.
I would get in the car. I'd pull away. You know, we were working in Brampton, so like a warehouse area, lots of warehouses around. I'd go like down the block a bit, turn into another warehouse, park in their parking lot. Just so if like they're like, yo, there's this crackhead working here. I don't work with those people, you know? Like, they're never gonna find me. I go back, I smoke my dab, and then go back to work, right? But,
that's hilarious.
But so something like the Puffco Peak at that in those moments would Would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Right. So or the Proxy now, right?
Yeah.
So,
I remember the job I've had in the past where I was there way early. I was in the parking lot and I was just smoking a dab, and then he walked up and he was like, "Good morning." Oh my goodness. Okay. And then he walked away. And then I remember I was like, I think I was filming a video on Snapchat. I think I have a video.
Yeah.
I was like, "Good morning, man." He was like, okay, you gotta give me one though. And I don't know if it's on the video or not, but I remember he was like, "Yeah, I'll have a dab now."
you took a dab?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty sick.
He's a guy, man. Like,
Not bad.
Sharon's caring, man.
You
He's
know,
a guy.
hey, like for some people, you can function. I could function totally. You know, do a great job. So, but for some people, I can understand why.
Yeah.
Wait till it's home time.
Nah, man. A lot of the time I smoke in the evening now.
Yeah.
I rarely wake and bake, but
Yeah.
definitely more of a PM smoker.
Oh yeah. That's the
But
beauty
at the
of
time, I liked waking and baking, and that's how it
rolling
was.
all
And-
day like that. Yep.
And shout out the unnamed manager who's like, "All right, wow, all right,
I'll take one too."
Give me one."
I mean,
Yeah.
this may or may not have happened, but like I used to have a really long commute when I first started working not in the music business, to work, and like I'm talking like sometimes like 2 hours, right? So
Okay. Oh yeah, 2 hour commute. Oh,
what the fuck am I gonna do? So I'm in traffic too, like traffic. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's
we're
fun.
talking like bumper to bumper for like a good hour and maybe
Experience
hour
that.
and 10.
Maybe not quite 2 hours.
Right?
Oh,
But
the kind of
like-
traffic.
oh,
we're
you're talking about
talking
total, so
Yeah.
hour each way. Yeah, I've done that.
No. 2 hours. 2 hours
Each way. So far, oh my goodness,
and then
yeah, that's too much.
it's like an hour and change in traffic. So like an hour and 10 minutes in traffic. So like I would legit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I'm legit in traffic for an hour.
Oh,
so
my God.
like I'm not really moving.
That's when
so
you need that
like,
Tesla
yeah,
autopilot shit,
yeah,
so you
it
can just
literally-
fucking chill.
I mean, it would have been beautiful at the time. I couldn't afford it or none of that, but
Yeah, of course.
that Puffco came so clutch.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
It was so clutch. Yeah, there's times where I may or may not have developed a skill where, you know, autopilot like did have my car did have autopilot at times.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I get your
Yeah.
drift a bit.
Yeah, so it had autopilot, and I had like passengers sometimes that were sitting with me. I would forget, and I'd be in complete control, right?
Yeah.
But like they're looking at me like,
Another world.
"What the fuck are you doing?"
What is going
I'm
on
literally
right now?
sitting there, like just like you know, like yeah, I've got autopilot, bro. Relax, just like loading my rig, just like. Yep, just taking my dab, putting it down,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Q-tipping everything, just like okay, you know, like I'll take back over. Thanks, autopilot. Like you know,
In Mexico. In Mexico. In Mexico.
In Mexico.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Exactly.
in Mexico. Yeah.
Mexico. In a Maserati. Yeah. With autopilot. That's how I see that story.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's some baller shit, man. Damn.
Oh yeah. Well,
But yeah, you guys have been listening to the Sorry We're Dapping podcast.
yep. Episode 1.
Episode 1.
And stay tuned. I believe we have. Well, I think we already said it in the beginning of the pod, but I believe
Gore.
we'll have Gore as our first guest.
Oh yeah, looking
So
forward
stay
to that.
tuned for that.
Yep.
And
our
Subscribe
Yeah.
to the YouTube and means the world to us, or comment, you know. Give us suggestions.
Either or, maybe both.
Yeah, let us know if
You
you
know?
guys actually want us to do the dabbing in the dark challenge. We will try it. Just let us know. We are pretty professional, so
Yeah.
we do feel comfortable attempting it. I mean, we will coordinate some things, but
And
in some
Thunder.
safety, we'll definitely get
I'll lose some finger hairs over this.
Yeah,
Let's go.
So we're down. We're down. Let us know.
Definitely. Well, thank
Oh,
you so
and
much for tuning in.
Hit like, hit subscribe.
What were you about to say, Johnny?
Let's say blender cold starts. Let us know.
Yeah.
Have you tried them?
Hey.
Have you
Yeah.
tried them?
Have you tried them?
Peace.
It's funny. Like a meme for it, like a sign.
Yeah.
A finger pointing at you. Have you seen a man die on a blender?
That was good. Episode 1, boys.
That's good, yeah.
Nice.